Okay.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, monkeys. I had forgotten.
Yes, when we left off last time, we were apparently starting to. Man, I don't even know. There was like this. Or we went upstairs and then.
We went downstairs.
It, but no, there was like the observatory thing upstairs, wasn't there?
We tried that,
Oh yeah,
and it was locked, and it was full of
and
horrible
full of
things.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, we went downstairs, and oh, there is still evil in this
Dun
place.
dun dun.
Before it.
Roger.
Oh, Roger.
Roger.
I had some fun joking around with the, I think on Something Awful, where I put the review of the last, the Dark Souls, the last Dark Souls 2 stream, so we named the character after Ashley. And, I tried fighting Freya a couple times as a giant spider boss and left. So after being run off by a giant spider BOW, Ashley regroups. So kind of fitting, in that case. Oh, let me switch back to the Twitch. Forgot to.
There you go.
Excellent. Okay.
Okay, there's the typewriter.
Mm-hmm. I think you're living dangerously there with Billy holding the grenade launcher while you're not controlling him.
I know that there aren't any other fights until the cutscene when I resume control.
Right, okay.
At least there shouldn't be. Because she has to go up there.
Mm-hmm.
So.
It flickered mysteriously.
Oh, that's why I saw it flickering.
Right. We know we have to. So we have to redo this whole bit, right?
Well, by this whole bit, you just mean we just mean the. Oh yeah, there was that puzzle thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I probably can't get her back. So I was thinking about putting the ink ribbons by the typewriter so I could save after this with Billy, but
right.
I'm not going to worry too much about it.
Yeah, we've all seen that one. We will have seen that one when I put the.
Yep, if you haven't seen it, then once we get it on YouTube, be sure to check it out.
Yeah, my plan is going forward, since we're going to be streaming one game, basically one. We stream multiple times a week, but usually just one game, at a time. So what I'm thinking is, updating them more gradually instead of dumping the entire stream up at once. To have more episodic content, if you will. And the idea is that instead of you having the entire, catching up the stream, having the entire thing, it's like by the time we stream again, there should have been 1 or 2 days, to have seen the last video. And this one, I believe it was all up except for 4, I want to say. Or is it all down except for?
Let's find out.
No, all up except for 4, because then 4 kicked it all the way back.
No, it didn't.
Oh, or except for,
it was 3.
Except for 3, right? That was it.
Wow.
Very silly. This is not a sliding puzzle, right, guys?
Oh. And
yep,
there we are.
I did pretty good work.
And then monkeys. That's right. And then the pretty guy, for whatever reason.
Sephiroth. But first, you have to see the results of your labors.
Yes. Then there were monkeys. And then there was Wesker. Okay. So yeah, basement floor 2. So I'm reasonably sure I'm going to have to go through the steam room.
Would it have been practical to, a little late now obviously, would it have been practical to give Rebecca the grenade launcher and had her deal with the monkeys?
She can't deal with the monkeys. That's a cutscene.
But I thought you had to fight a couple of them, like this one. Oh, so Billy fights them. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like, because he has to rescue Rebecca. That was it. Yeah.
Right.
I seem to remember somebody running around fighting monkeys,
Yep,
and
that was Billy.
Them being pretty much immune to everything.
Yeah, the monkeys are kind of absurdly resistant to damage.
So, Andrus, you reveal your true form.
Okay, now let's see if I remember how to get to the steam room.
Right.
Let's see. I think it was down through here.
It's important to go to the spa after you have a busy day at work. I could probably turn up the
volume a little bit.
On this game.
Yeah,
Right.
go for it.
Let's try that. Maybe. All right, let us know what you think about that. Darkest Dungeon is just absurdly loud. And I get the idea. You're probably meant to be playing it like solo with headphones on or something. A sudden spikes in volume kind of having the same role as a horror movie does. Oh, there he goes. Okay, we were wondering when that guy was going to get up.
Yep. And the answer is right now.
Right.
But I'm not going to do it if I don't have to, so...
And there's your cue, Sleeping Zombie number 1.
Let's see. Yeah, I think this is the one. Good. Oh, hey.
Ooh, very nice.
Okay, I'll have to come back with Rebecca.
Right. That's too good. Billy couldn't do anything with them anyway.
Yep. He is not an herb mixer.
And people thinks he hears something. Yeah, they're...
Yeah, if it's still too quiet by the time that you heard the question, let us know and we'll bump it up again.
Yeah. Yeah, there is some music going on in the background here, and it was a little... The speakers were a little quiet compared to us. About half as strong.
Ah, monkeys!
No time for a puzzle. There's monkeys to fight.
If I have to actually fight those monkeys, this could be bad.
It sounded like
so what floor am I on?
It sounded like it expected you to do something completely different.
Okay, this is floor 3.
Looks like the pit we're looking for is in floor 2.
Hold on, I need to go back upstairs and then see.
Can you hold your lighter up to scare them off?
I don't actually know what that's a reference to.
No, I was saying that sometimes like they use fire as a way to like scare away enemies.
No, not in this game.
No.
Okay, so I actually need to go to the left to save her. Can I actually... Okay, I can do that here.
Ah.
With the two of us together, it should be easier to deal with the monkeys.
Right. Now, Cactus, you have to make sure to do it before Billy dies because he's pretty low.
She's got health.
Okay.
Rebecca! Hang on. I'll pull you up.
It's a good thing that this good thing was happening the other way around, you know. The good thing that had to happen this way. If it was the other way around, there's no way she could have pulled him up.
Right.
Thank you.
Don't mention it. Just keeping my word. We promised to cooperate with each other. Remember?
This is Rebecca, over.
Rebecca, this is Enrico. Have you managed to locate Cohen yet? Over.
There's no H in Cohen. Let me go back and fix that.
Answer me.
No, sir. I have not found him yet. I'll continue to search for him, over.
Rebecca.
The best of friends.
My first mission, and I've already disobeyed orders. So much
Tee.
for my probably won't live long enough to worry about it.
Not depending on the actions of the player in Resident Evil 1.
I need to know the truth. Did you kill 23 people? I'm not going to judge you. I just want to know the truth.
If you're a mass murderer, I'm not going to judge you or anything, but...
It was around this time last year.
Alright, let's settle in for the cutscene.
Okay.
Our unit was ordered to Africa to intervene in a civil war.
I know this is Chris's
To
backstory.
raid a hideout of some guerrilla forces located deep inside the jungle. But the hideout was far away from our entry point. Some died from the heat. Others were killed by the enemy. In the end, only 4 of us survived. Only, there was no guerrilla hideout.
What do you mean?
The idiots in charge had us operating based on wrong information. But we couldn't just go back home empty-handed, oh no. Our leader ordered us to attack an innocent village. Get rid of them! Kill them all! Please, sir! Ceasefire immediately! Shut up! Do it! No! Don't stop!
So did you execute those innocent people?
Forget about it. Doesn't matter anymore. That was then, this is now. Besides, you said you wouldn't judge me.
I'm not judging you. But it does matter.
I'm not judging you, but you are kind of
Now
evil.
I think you killed those MPs in the van, but I don't think you did. It was those zombie dogs, right? When they attacked the van, you were able to escape. Isn't that right?
You don't get it. I've only got 2 choices left. Either report to the Marines and serve out my sentence, or keep on running for as long as I can. That's all.
A Ghost Dad.
Yep.
Came in there saying war is heck. Yeah, we're playing. We thought this was a Biohazard Zero. It's actually Spec Ops: The Line 0. It kind of the thing that bugs me about that one was always using the military atrocities as a big shorthand for, like, of incidents like that. It's like there actually have been very, very few, at least in U.S. military history. But the one that always pops into my mind was in the Vietnam War, where I did remember the pilot's name because I had was actually read up about him a year or 2 back. But yeah, there was a similar incident where a unit of Marines was ordered to gun down and wipe out an entire village. Were suspected of hiding Viet Cong, and a gunship pilot who had verified there weren't any Viet Cong there actually parked his helicopter between that platoon and the village and put his guns on the Marines until they and drove them off. And of course, he got court-martialed for it and appeared at the Senate and Armed Forces Committee and all that. But yeah, that kind of stuff does happen, every now and then. But now monkeys.
Okay.
War is heck.
Life sucks, and then there's monkeys.
Remember to double tap the monkey. One thing I'm worried about is that another hit on. Huh. Another hit on Billy and he's down pretty much.
No, I just used some herbs.
Ah. Okay, so you expect caution. And don't forget the 2 herbs in the way you came.
Yep, I know.
Yep. Just want to remind you.
Just because you're not paying attention to what I'm doing doesn't mean that I'm not.
Doesn't mean you're not paying attention to what you're doing.
Okay. Is that all of the monkeys?
There's a musical reference to you. Shock the monkey.
Ooh.
Yeah, fortunately we don't have electrical grenades. That'll have to wait until Resident Evil 6.
Yay! 5 whole bullets.
It was like that one time we streamed Evil Within on Nightmare mode. It's like we have to finally make it through the first stealth sequence. The game gives us 2 bullets. Spank the monkey. Maybe we have to look at these in a certain order, or others like glasses or goblets in front of them. There's probably going to be some significance to that.
Huh.
The strong prey upon the weaker, the law of the jungle. Shouldn't it be the stronger prey upon the weaker?
Even the greatest horned beast.
Into the flames of life. Okay.
And the souls of the weak. Huh. Well, so far I don't have anything to go on. I imagine that's a puzzle that's going to happen later.
Right, right. Yeah, if we can backtrack and go somewhere else, then we might as well.
Yeah.
For now, anyway. And nobody will mention anything about the volume, so I'm going to guess it's probably still too low. So as soon as I get to the next loading screen, I guess I'll...
you can just increase it now.
Okay. That's true, when I'm using Shadow Play, I can actually use the mouse, yeah.
There we are.
Let's try that.
Switch to her so she can mix some herbs. And I don't know which of the two I'll give it. Probably whoever drops to danger first.
That's what I was going to say, yeah.
Let's quickly just exchange that. Oops. Okay.
And this inventory system is such a nightmare.
It really is. Yes, the monkeys were spanked, Lorax. Combine.
I just love the fact...
I'll just leave Billy with the...
I just love the fact you have these enemies that are quite clearly, small, fast, ankle biter types, basically. Even too small to shoot effectively. And yet they still take 2 grenades to kill.
Right.
Whereas the zombies usually go down in 1.
Yeah, the fact that they can no-sell grenades is a little much, I
Right.
think. Okay.
P-Bug made the mistake of pausing and unpausing Twitch, expecting it not to buffer forever.
Yep, that's your mistake, P-Bug.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much the only benefit I've seen, I say benefit in quotes, I've seen from doing that is that if you're using a chat, a service like a Discord or whatever, it can cause you to get desynced from it. There's been a couple times on a MOG stream where I would start typing something in the chat, then it wouldn't pop. It would have to take longer and longer for it to show up.
There we go.
Ghost Dad quite succinctly puts it, this is not a good game. The thing is that I'm not playing it, so I don't know how my opinion is going to be worth here. It looks awfully clunky and not a tremendous amount of fun.
I will say that if it wasn't for the fact that I was such a fan of Cohen, that I probably would not be really looking forward to this.
Right.
As it is, yeah, it has all of the clunkiness of the early Resident Evils.
So what do you dig about Billy Boy?
I think that of all of the Resident Evil protagonists, he has the best backstory.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like it's actually pretty solid, and I kind of like how he's characterized.
Considering they basically did like Nam Vet, but in a different unnamed African country, and they completely went a different direction with it, is there's something to be said for that.
Let's see. There are going to be...
Whereas Vex up to ante with the game looks terrible. Well, it looks great. That's the thing. It's like not as improved as the Resident Evil 1 HD remaster, but it still looks pretty good.
I will say that. I was almost tempted to say something, but no, I'm not going to.
Oh, come on.
Nah. There are more monkeys back the way they came. But I know there's also more stuff.
Right.
So I'm wondering if I should keep the grenade
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, terrible to play, right.
I'm wondering if I should keep the grenade launcher or give him the shotgun.
I get what they were going for with being able to shift the direction that you shoot, and it's like you fire like as the enemies are further away, in order to make sure you hit, because without actually being able to aim, it would be up to the RNG if you actually hit. In a normal system, which we can't have that, that wouldn't be fair. So I get the idea of you fire like at torso, center mass, at a distance, and then as you get closer, you can aim the gun up and try to go for the headshots, and then when you knock them down, you can aim down and finish them off.
Right.
I get that. It just doesn't work.
Right. Yeah, the fact that I spend much more time basically aiming at ankles than actually, trying to do headshots or things like that really does say a lot about this game, I think. I agree, Lorax with Lorax. Leon is clearly the best rookie cop to Agent Badass with corny one-liners and terrible with women. True, Billy cannot top that.
Well, they're both terrible with women, though. I mean, you gotta have that. Vex was the older Resident Evil formula doesn't really work in the RE4 formula somehow. Well, I think we if you're going to say the RE4 formula doesn't work, you're probably in the minority there because even I came around on RE4 pretty quickly. It is a very fun game, unless you meant something different. And then Ghost Dad was saying that Veronica and Zero in that really weird spot between 3 and 4. It's like, yeah. In one's the one I've seen. I saw an LP of the HD remaster, and one seems to be less kind of. Oh, Vex is great. Okay. Yeah.
Arg.
I think Lorax is gonna let you live. But I was watching some play of Resident Evil 1, and it's like, yeah, I mean, it's very simplistic, but they make it work, for that. It's like, it really is just a very clunky. It's you know what you're getting in for, basically. It's like it's simplistic and clunky, but it works, and it's more about the atmosphere and the gameplay anyway. It's kind of like the World of Darkness. P-Buck said the RE numeral 4 Omula, if you will.
You could just say the RE formula.
Formula, yeah. Well, I get that. I was just saying that's how he spelled it. The people that can't see that.
The door is busted.
I need to set up that. Speaking of that Discord thing, I probably should set that up. It's got that thing where it makes text, after a certain amount of time disappear. Pretty convenient.
Let's see. There was actually nothing in that room over there. And I don't think there was anything in the save room, now that I think about it. So I think that's all I really wanted to do here.
Okay, just run back for your ammo.
Yeah. And 7 shotgun shells, and a fair bit of handgun ammo, and potentially more gas tank stuff. All of that is pretty good.
It's a pretty good haul. But like I was starting to say, it's like for the World of Darkness games, the systems, which if you've ever played them, is a dice pool. You roll a bunch of d10s, you count hits against the target number. Kind of like, it was inspired by Shadowrun, and it definitely shows. But the Mark Runhagen and company deliberately made it bad, and to encourage people not to engage with the system. It's meant to be role play. It's there to fall back on, but you're not supposed to use it. And I kind of feel like that's a similar thing with Resident Evil 1 and 2, from what you guys are saying. That it's meant to be atmospheric. It's a little cheesy. I mean, it wouldn't go as full B-movie as it did in 4, but it's still always a little bit campy. But it was definitely more about the atmosphere and the world building with the crazy genetics and monsters and stuff than it ever was about the combat. Until 4 makes that conscious choice to make it about the gameplay. And then this one's definitely in between. Lorax really wants the RE2 remake they made like RE4 for no other reason to drive the old purists crazy.
I can definitely see that. I will say that, I did play the GameCube remake of RE2, and I just could not get into it at all.
I didn't realize you had.
Yeah, we had borrowed it from Sales and Sway.
Swift and Sway, right. Yeah, I forgot that we'd done that. So I need to make a further amendment to the playlist, because I think I mentioned that neither one of us had played the classic REs.
Yeah, and I had also briefly played the Resident Evil 1 remake too. I just didn't like it very much.
Right.
I know I am a horrible person. Alright, with that, we continue going further down, I suppose.
Yeah, speaking of Resident Evil, it's the fact that we have so many games in our queue, and of course that's going to keep rising as games come out.
Yep.
And we still need to do RE4 and 5. Makes you think we should add another day in the rotation. But
Well, we did RE4.
well, I meant, but we're going to be doing a professional one.
yeah.
Yeah. We've been stringing Lorax along for months on that one.
Well, I think that we've kind of RE4'd ourselves out for a little bit.
Well, no, we're definitely justified taking a break on it. I just mean eventually we're going to come back to that,
Right.
and it's like we have so many other things going on now.
Let's see, so
Like
that's all there is there.
Like I'm still planning on getting Dragon's Dogma, sometime in the near future, and then of course Dark Souls 3 when it comes out.
Not only do we have leeches, but now that I'm in the third basement, I am actually in the darkest dungeon
Ooh.
of the game so far. Anyway.
That's true.
Okay, more monkeys?
Spiders.
No,
Oh yeah, these guys. When was the last time you saved? Did you
I just
saved. Okay. I was just talking to people, so I wasn't paying too much attention to you.
Shocked I am not.
Becky, you had one job.
Is Billy just in passive?
He's in idle mode.
Okay. Attack, Billy! Attack!
I play Billy Cohen in attack mode.
He was totally in defense mode, I have to say. Okay. Okay.
Oh yeah, like I say, I remember they kept twitching that one time. So about 8 shots to not to kill it to. Man, Billy had to wait for that guy to see the whites of all 8 eyes before he decided to fire on that guy.
Billy used a shotgun. It is super effective. Oh, he's poisoned.
And you already used your blue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's run back and grab one of those. Oh, did I? Oh, can I just? Oh, can I only use it on her? That'd be really silly if so. Well, let's run back and see if, well, I will quickly run around and see if there are any blue herbs just
It's
floating
true.
in these
Yeah,
rooms.
there might be some near the spider warrens.
If not, I hope that he can survive all the way back.
Yeah. Those guys, right. They don't seem to be guarding anything, so we just leave them to eating whatever.
Well, that's probably what we're supposed to be dealing with.
Right. Gustad, poison was a terrible mechanic in 1, and they brought it back to 0. How fun. What do you do in 1? Just gradually, you
I'm
either
sure.
cure or you die?
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is. But yeah, if I die as a result of this, I'll know to bring in some blue herbs.
Right. And possibly just, make sure to control Billy. And because Rebecca can shoot with her pistol from quite a ways back, whereas Billy will. It'd be nice if they were a little more realistic on poison, and it would like tick up a lot more slowly if you leave somebody behind, because it's keeping your blood circulating more quickly that makes it spread more quickly. So if you lay down and kind of minimize your you try to keep your blood pressure down, it actually makes it much more likely you'll survive it.
Let's see, it was upstairs and to the left, if I remember right.
Oh, and while we're talking about facts I've learned on the internet about poison, do not actually cut open the wound and suck it out. That's actually a really bad idea.
Yep, there it is. Let's find out.
So are there any blue herbs left, or do we just...
Yes, they're the 2 that I mentioned
Okay,
earlier.
you did actually use those, gotcha.
You didn't think I would be running back here if I didn't, in the vain hope of finding things that were in the previous areas, right?
Gustad was saying that poison doesn't kill you outright, but it lowers your health to caution until you can cure it. So I guess it keeps you from raising your health back and just kind of gradually take it back down.
And also leaves you really vulnerable.
Right. That's an interesting way of doing it. A caution or a danger? Or if there's, if that would have been different between the games. What's he at now, can we tell? Or it'll probably just say poison still.
Yeah.
Well, the heartbeat's going pretty quickly for him, so I'm guessing he's probably in danger.
Vex, what do you mean by why do I say things?
He says things because he has a mouth and he must speak. Yeah. he must sound his barbaric yawp across creation. Monkeys.
Oh, great.
Well, shotgun seems to work. Nope. Nope.
Can't.
No, not so much. Oh, they are down. Okay. So basically, grenades in 2, shotgun in 3. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, why he doesn't listen. No. I had heard him that time. I'm just getting sidetracked. It's like my brain
Well,
is.
that's like the third time now in the same half-hour stream where you said basically I am not paying attention.
No. See, the thing with the poison wasn't that I wasn't paying attention to you. It was that I had forgotten that. See, I thought you had already grabbed them. Because when you started the stream, I thought you had a green and blue like in your inventory.
Yes,
which you did, right? And I thought you had used one and then had that one, but that must have been from like a run we had to reload or something.
At no point have I ever used these.
You haven't used them yet, okay? That's right, because when you got poisoned and we saw them, it was after the chest room, and then we reloaded it, so you didn't actually get poisoned with Billy.
There we go. I'll try to figure out what that can do, but who knows?
Yeah, do any of you, or should we ask, or should we just try to puzzle it
out? If people want to chime in, that's fine.
Vex is upset by the inventory. He likes his Tetris.
I will say that I would prefer inventory Tetris with more slots than basically you have 6 slots to deal with it.
Right.
So yeah, the fact that having a big gun and ammo takes up half of everything you can possibly carry ever is kind of silly.
Right. And even the pistol and ammo is still 2 of your 6, and so
right.
1 and 3, yeah. Yeah, I can't help thinking that if they had it set up so that either a kind of a primitive attaché case like system where you had basically you had more blocks and a bigger size range of stuff, because it is pretty silly how like the ink ribbons are the same as grenades and stuff.
Well, it was messy, but I did kill the spiders. So
yeah.
I will save on a backup slot.
Yeah, you killed spiders, got the
and killed monkeys.
Got the poison, and got most of the monkeys. I think you've killed like two rooms worth. So
I have killed way too many flipping monkeys. Ugh.
Considering the fact you can switch them freely, I don't know what. Well, I guess there would be times where you could save it with only having one person active.
Right.
That might matter.
That, and it can also serve as a mnemonic where, if it's a more dangerous slot, or if you're more iffy about it, you can save it as one, and then an actual solid save is the other.
Right.
Spider monkeys. Those are actually things.
Those are actually a thing, right. And not some freaky hybrid. I mean, so kind of freaky, but...
A little bit. Not too bad.